find the equation of a line using two given points. First thing to remember that the general format for a linear equation is y equals mx plus b. So in this scenario that I've given, we have 2 points, 1, 2, and 4, 6. So there's two ways to find the m, or slope, of an equation using two lines. The first thing, if you have a graph, is you can find the rise and the run. So the rise would be equal to the change in the y value, and the run would be equal to the change in the x value. So we can then do the rise over the run, which is equal to m, or the slope. So in this scenario, the rise is 4 and the run is 3. So we do 4 over 3, which equals 1 1/3, or 4/3. The other way you can do it is by finding the change in y over the change in x, which is basically what this method does, just written out a different way. So here, if this was in a table format, it would be listed like so, since 1 is less than 4. So 1, 2, 4, 6. We can then subtract 1 from 4, which gives us 3, and subtract 2 from 6, which gives us 4. We then do the change in y over the change in x, which is 4 over 3, or 1 1/3. We can then plug that into the m value of the equation, which gives us y equals 1 1/3 x plus b. And then using the 2 points that we were already given, 1, 2, or 4, 6, we can plug one of them into the equation to solve for b using substitution. So in this case, I used 1, 2, because that's an easy number. So 1 would be plugged into the x value, since that is an x value, and 2 would be plugged into the y value. We then format the equation, so it would be 2 equals 1 1/3 times 1 plus b. So 1 1/3 times 1 is just equal to 1 1/3, so that gives us 2 is equal to 1 1/3 plus b. We can then subtract 1 1/3 from both sides, which gives us 2/3 equals b. So therefore b equals 2/3, and can be plugged into the equation, which gives us y equals 1 1/3 x plus 2/3. To review what we've gone over, we have 2 points, for example, x, y, and ac, given to us. And we have the format y equals mx plus b, which is very important. To find m, we first do the change in y over the change in x, or rise over run. We can then plug x, y, or ac, aka the given points, into the equation using the m value that we added, which would be y is equal to the change in x, the y would be equal to the change in y over the change in x times x plus b, where this y and x would be the value plugged in. And then we can solve for b, which would give us the format using the two equations. Give us the equation using the 2 line points.